Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Oscar here, back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day today. I know I am. It's just myself today. So basically what I'll show you guys what's going on. So my truck for the longest time has been like really uneven, like lopsided, in the sense that this side has been more higher than the left side. So what I figured out was basically that the bump stops that I had right here, they were uneven in a sense that one was like sitting on it and this one was still like maybe about that much from hitting the axle. So what I'm doing right now is I have the bump stop right here and I have my jigsaw right here, and I'm about to just kind of grind them down, kind of, you know, just a little bit, maybe like 1/4 of an inch, not too bad. That way it kind of sits all flush now. And then, you know, probably swap out these air shocks, because after I made the video of the Beltec ones, I decided to put these ones back on because I was going to make a separate video, but then I was like, that's just too much. But so now I'm just going to end up putting the Beltec ones on after that, and hopefully if it looks good, you know, sits like how I wanted to sit, we're going to keep them on and just get rid of these air shocks, because, you know, I don't really need them anymore. But yeah, with that being said, let's get to it. Boom. Alright guys, so as I was recording that last clip, the battery died. But what I was trying to say is that you can see I got my angle, or my jigsaw grinder right there, whatever you want to call it. And here's the bump stop. For a while I had a issue figuring out where or how to kind of like grind them evenly. So basically I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm just gonna grab the jigsaw and just cut them straight through the middle. I did a pretty decent job. I was struggling at first because I could not find a good place to keep it centered while I was cutting it without it moving or shaking. But me being the Mexican I am, I just used the block or a little log right here, and I've just been like kind of smashing them in these little crevices right here and just kind of like holding it with my foot, and it's been working pretty well. I mean, I've got a good amount of it, as you guys can see. I'm not showing you guys my crush or anything, but let me focus this guy right here. Alright, but as you can see, I've got a good amount of taken off from. That's a good, you know, 1/4 of an inch. And the plan is just to basically get them all even out. So I have that one, and then I have this guy left. So in total, there's 2. But yeah, I'm gonna finish grinding this one out because I'm almost just done. I probably have like that much more before it's done, and then I can just put that one back onto either side. And yeah. As you guys can see, that piece of that bump stop is grinded down. This is what it looked like after. This is like a comparison as to like the ones that were on there. So as you can see, this one's like pretty damn bigger than this one right here that we grinded down. So we grinded down a pretty good amount. That's just gonna give us a little bit more travel room. The bump stops are just like right under here, wherever my hand is, like right here, right underneath the axle. So that's just gonna give us a little bit more travel room, and hopefully gonna even out the truck now that it's not, one is not so bigger than the other, and make it sit a little bit more better. Because before, this did sit up like that much higher, and the other side sit perfectly flush. The tire basically just sat right underneath the fender. So with this one, it sat up probably like the tire was like maybe about here, and it still had a good amount of like room, you know, wheel gap. So that should get rid of any wheel gap, hopefully. But yeah, I still got one more to go. Hopefully this one takes me a little bit more time than the first one did, because now I kind of know exactly what to do. But yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm finished grinding down that other one. Alright guys, so I have just finished grinding down the second bump stop. It was a lot easier than the first time. This one probably took me like 10 minutes to grind down. But other than that, I'm going to show you guys like the difference between them. If I can get to focus. So as you can see, they're pretty much just about the same height right now. So I'm hoping with that it evens out the truck, and it's not, you know, it's not all lopsided, because like I was saying, this the right side was a little bit higher, like tilting to the other side than the left side was, so it made it look a little bit funky. But now that they're you know, grinded down to a respectable amount, I guess, a good even amount, it should eliminate that. No more wheel gap, at least on the right hand side. But this is the aftermath. There's a lot of flakes from the rubber. The first time when I was doing it, I had a lot of trouble because it was getting really hot and sticking, so it wasn't really cutting through it. So I just figured I'd use some WD-40 as some lubricant to make things go a little bit easier. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just about to put the bump stops back on and see how that is. Probably gonna put the wheels on, and maybe see if that eliminates anything, and if not, then just kind of leave the air shocks on, and then from there, if not, just put the Beltic ones on. Now I'm just rambling now, but with that being said, I'm gonna get to that right now. All right, and just like that, we've got the tires back on, the rims back onto the truck. Just from kind of like looking at right here, this side, it's a little tiny bit lower because the bump stop did rest on it. Now there's so much more travel room for it on there, along with this one as well too. It did seem to lower it just a little bit. There's not much wheel gap on here as there was before, but we're not gonna find out until we lower the truck right now. So now the truck is lowered, guys. This is the side that I really wanted to look at, and yes, like how I did mention, it did lower it more. We have no more wheel gap, or if any, it's like in here, but the tire is barely tucking just a little bit, so that's exactly what I wanted. And if you take a look, the truck is no longer lopsided. Because it used to be that this part right here, this side right here, was the one that stuck up a little bit more. So yes, that was my issue, why the truck was a little bit lopsided. So I'm very content with how it looks right now. So I just want to, I know it's kind of like a little short, kind of random video, maybe kind of even lame, but I mean, maybe some of you guys might be having this issue, and maybe just your bump stops might be what's, making your truck look all lopsided or something. I don't know, what the heck is that? But I don't know. That's just about it. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys who watched today's video. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, as it really does mean a lot to us. One thing I want to say is, if you guys have any questions about the trucks or anything like that, don't be afraid to message us on Instagram, Ricky and my Instagram. They're always in the link down below or down in the description. Message me on Snapchat. You can even message us here on YouTube as well too. Doesn't really matter. We'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible, because we do have, other things to worry about, like school and work and whatnot, because Carlos and I are taking summer classes. But that's just about it. So once again, thank you guys, and I, along with my man Carlos, who is not here right now, nor Ricky, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.